Hello and welcome and a very good evening. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Siddhartha Talya. Now, cowardice or calculated politics? Pakistan cricket is once again playing the boycott card, this time to avoid facing India on the field at the ICC World T20. Now, after being thrashed repeatedly in 2020 encounters, Pakistan appears to be now too scared to compete where it actually matters most, which is on the 22 yards of the pitch. But this political posturing has come at a cost. The ICC has reportedly warned Pakistan of serious consequences, including isolation from future events. Is Pakistan cricket risking global credibility to mask sporting failure? Or is this a desperate attempt by a struggling cricket board, which is the PCB, in a cash-strapped country staring at further isolation, possibly sanctions, and even irrelevance? So let's, in fact, tell you what the Pakistani government has said about the boycott. Remember that they've decided to participate in the World T20, but has decided also to opt out of the fixture against India slated for the 15th of February in Colombo. So this is what the government of Pakistan had put out on the social media platform X, that Pakistan government grants approval to the Pakistan cricket team to participate in the ICC T20 World Cup 2026. However, the Pakistan cricket team will not take part in the match scheduled on the 15th of February 2026 against India. Now, the International Cricket Council, which has been observing the developments very closely, has given a veiled warning to Pakistan, warning it of the possible consequences in the event of non-participation. It is said that this is against the spirit of global cricket. Teams must compete on equal terms. Selective participation undermines the competition. The tournament is built on integrity as well as fairness, and this is not in the fans' interests if indeed the boycott goes ahead. It also must consider the long-term impact on Pakistan cricket. So that's a very important point indeed. And it could also impact the global cricket ecosystem, and that there must be, at the end of the day, a mutually acceptable solution. Let's also give you the comparison between the Indian and the Pakistani cricket teams, a statistic that displays the massive difference in skill levels when it comes to the T20 format. As far as the World T20 is concerned, 8 matches have been played between the two sides. India has won 6, Pakistan has won a solitary game, and 1 game has been tied. If you look at the overall record when it comes to T20 cricket, India and Pakistan have faced each other on 16 occasions on the field. India has won 12 games, an overwhelming 12 games. Pakistan has won on 3 occasions, and 1 game has been a tie. Now, does Pakistan really understand the implications of its boycott tantrum? Let's also tell you about what it stands to lose and the action that the International Cricket Council might eventually end up taking if Pakistan actually ends up boycotting its clash with India. In terms of the sporting impact, in terms of what might happen to the qualification prospects of each team, well, India will receive a walkover because Pakistan would officially have to forfeit its game, so it will end up losing 2 points. Severe damage also to the net run rate. Remember that the net run rate would also be significantly altered in the event of a Pakistani non-participation in that particular fixture, jeopardizing prospectively its chances of qualifying for the knockout stages. Future bans on T20 World Cup participation, well, it is something that is being discussed. We don't quite know if that specifically is the warning that's been issued by the ICC, but it could have similar implications. As far as financial stakes are concerned, $34.5 million is the participation fee that Pakistan and the revenue that the Pakistanis might actually get from the ICC as a result of taking part in the tournament. But if that does not go ahead, well, that revenue share may actually now be withheld. The broadcaster for the tournament may seek as much as $36 million in ad losses as well as compensation. Pakistan may also jeopardize the prospects of hosting future ICC hosting events as well. Remember that India has already compromised on this matter by deciding to agree to play Pakistan at neutral venues when it comes to international tournaments. So this particular fixture was slated to be held in Colombo. As far as bilateral relations go, well, top nations may refuse to tour Pakistan in the future. There could be also a loss of ICC rankings as well as World Test Championship points in the event that matches scheduled to be held in Pakistan do indeed not go ahead. As far as the Pakistan Super League is concerned, which is their own domestic T20 league, in which a lot of foreign players also participate, well, NOC, or the no objection certificate for overseas players, may be further restricted. And in the event that the matter actually escalates, there could prospectively be an issue concerning the suspension of the board as well, where the PCB might risk losing membership. Because remember that the decision that's been put out on the social media is from the Pakistani government. There's already a great deal of government interference in the running of the PCB. Its Interior Minister of Pakistan, Mohsin Naqvi, also happens to be the PCB chairman. Now, just from the broadcaster's perspective, no cricket match between India and Pakistan could turn out to be a nightmare in the event that the game does not go ahead. Total revenue risk stands at approximately rupees 200 to 300 crores. Well, this is a very conservative estimate indeed. A 10-second ad slot rate is running anywhere between 25 lakhs to rupees 40 lakhs. And this is again a conservative estimate. The premium ad slot rate is up to rupees 50 or 60 lakh rupees. Now, there is a fair bit of politics that's taking place over Pakistan's move. Let's also give you a perspective on what the opposition in India has been saying. Mr. Manish Tiwari of the Congress party has said that terror and cricket cannot go together. So the Congress party has consistently maintained that the match should not go ahead. And that was their stand even when it came to the Asian Cricket Council run Asia Cup as well. What kind of diplomacy is this? Is a question that Imran Pratapgarhi, Congress Member of Parliament, is asking. Tight slap on the BCCI and the Sports Ministry. Well, this is something that Sena UBT Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha, Priyanka Chaturvedi, has tweeted. And that we actually missed a chance to boycott Pakistan. This is what Trinamool Congress Member of Parliament, Kirti Azad, has said. The BCCI must take a stand, Sanjay Jha, JDU MP, has reiterated. Let's now also listen in to some of those political reactions.
We should have never ever agreed, if we did, to play Pakistan for the simple reason that terror and cricket cannot go together. And if we try and de-link both sports and terror, I do not think it makes for a very coherent policy. It in fact insults the memory of all those people who have been martyred.
They are in a nation who is begging all around the world. Prime Minister himself, Shahbaz Sharif, has said that I and Munir has got only one work, taking a katora and begging to different nations. So whatever they are doing, it's good for them and it's good for us also.
So a robust debate taking place here in India as far as domestic politics is concerned over this very contentious matter. We have Mr. Nikhil Chandwani, author, joining us, and also Major Nadeem, retired Pakistan Defence Analyst as well. Good evening, gentlemen. Major Nadeem, coming to you first and foremost. Now, could Pakistan have handled this better? Because when it came to the Asia Cup, in which India and Pakistan met on 3 occasions in the United Arab Emirates, and India won each of those 3 games, there was a very, very vigorous debate indeed here in India about whether or not we should be playing Pakistan at all in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor and Pahalgam. Eventually, a decision was taken that the games should go ahead. We're already playing Pakistan at a neutral venue. Of course, they decided not to shake hands, etc. Now that a compromise has been struck between the two countries, that even when it comes to ICC and ACC events, we will end up playing at a neutral venue. Why has Pakistan now decided to throw a tantrum and say we will not play India? Because it already finds itself isolated. Because in a particular meeting that took place about whether or not Bangladesh will take part in the tournament, ICC clearly warned Bangladesh, saying that if you choose not to participate before a certain deadline, you will be replaced by Scotland. That's exactly what happened. The only country that stood by Bangladesh was Pakistan. Everybody else, in fact, decided to support the ICC stance on the matter. Why is Pakistan playing these boycott games at the nth minute, sir? Why could you not arrive at a decision much earlier?
So basically, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me. It is not a political decision, right? It is a protest, right? It is a protest against the double standard. It is definitely we are standing beside Bangladesh. If India...
But if you're standing beside Bangladesh, it does become a political decision, does it not? And after all,
no, it is not
Major Nadeem, sorry to interrupt you, but just to correct you there, it is a political decision. Because it was the government of Pakistan that put out the tweet.
No,
about
told
non-participation in the game against India. Please go ahead.
Sarji, you reap what you sow. Okay? Now this is the time, right? Because the politics, it was you, India, who brought politics inside the game, these sports. It is the India who first said that India will not go to Pakistan and play Pakistan inside the Pakistan and will play on the neutral side. This was India.
No,
India is the first country
it was
who
actually
said
a
that we will
mutual
not shake
decision
hands.
on the part of both countries
brought
because
the
Pakistan
politics.
was equally not willing to play in India. So what was the compromise that was struck? That when it comes to ICC tournaments, we'll play each other at a neutral venue, and ACC tournaments as well, which is the Asian Cricket Council. So there you had the Asia Cup taking place in the UAE as far as Indo-Pak
You
matches were
took one
concerned.
step.
So why have a problem playing in Colombo now? Colombo is a neutral
this
venue.
Is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You took one step and brought politics inside the game, inside the sportsmanship. Okay, you are India who refused to shake hands between the captains.
Yeah,
It
but we
was the
refused to
government
shake hands.
instructions.
We refused to
Now-
shake hands,
now-
but we
now I'm
still
coming
played
to
you
your
and we
answer.
beat you, black and blue.
I'm coming to
We
your
refuse to shake hands.
what-
You can
now
refuse
we
to
are
shake our
taking
hands.
three
We will not
steps.
even extend a hand of cordiality when it comes to the game in Colombo. But why did you choose not to participate at all? You could have made a statement
Yes,
by taking the
this is
field.
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Siddhartha Saab. You took two steps. Okay, you politicize these sports, right? Now we are taking the third step that we are refusing not to play India in Colombo on 15th of February because we want to stand with Bangladesh team. Okay? Because it is a double standard. If India say okay, we want to play on neutral side, you allow. ICC allow it. If Bangladesh say the same thing, you
Sir,
expel Mustafizur Rahman. And
So can I point out? I'll just okay,
That is
Mr.
the-
Major Nadeem.
right?
I'll also
Kolkata
bring in
Raiders.
Nikhil Chandwani here, but let me point out towards a hypocrisy on the part of Bangladesh, which you're so actively supporting. You talk about double standards. Bangladesh actually sent its shooting team or agreed to send its shooting team to India without any compunctions. It raised the issue of security when it came to Bangladesh cricket players, but had absolutely no issue when it came to sending their shooting side to come and participate in an event in India. That shows the Bangladeshi hypocrisy on the entire matter, which stands completely exposed. And what did it cost them? It cost them a place in the tournament, and they've been replaced by Scotland. Let me go across to Nikhil Chandwani. Nikhil, are you in a position to actually make any sense of what Major Nadeem has said? On the one hand, he says India politicized it by not shaking hands. Well, you can also decide not to shake our hands, but you can at least take the field in a neutral venue in Colombo. And what is Pakistan? It does not have any skin in the game, Nikhil, as far as Bangladesh's participation or non-participation is concerned. That's a bilateral matter between India and Bangladesh. Why is Pakistan poking its nose? Yes, Nikhil, go ahead.
Absolutely, sir. In all seriousness, Pakistani cricketers, they will come here, they want to make money here, they want to pay taxes in that stinkhole of a nation who would use that money to harbor terrorism. We don't need Pakistan and Pakistanis, and if they want to boycott, then please boycott the World Cup completely. Cricket doesn't need Pakistan and cricket doesn't need Pakistanis. While US has a deep state, Pakistan has a shallow state, and that shallow state has kidas that run their government. And if they have decided to boycott India versus Pakistan, then be it, get the hell out of this game. And I'm sure ICC will put sanctions on you. These Pakistanis forcefully convert 3 Hindu girls every day, and yes, that is why they shouldn't be allowed anywhere near cricket money, and that which is controlled by India. So if you talk about the PSL, if you talk about your participation in the BBLs in Australia, you wouldn't be allowed anywhere, and that's your main revenue source, I believe. So what you sow, that's what you said. So you have sowed this, so get ready for the consequences. Don't play the victim card when ICC bans you. Don't cry when ICC takes this to a global level and you are boycotted from cricket. Anyways, you're not performing well. Anyways, you're losing everywhere. Anyways, against India, you have lost almost all your games. So yes, Major Nadeem, if you think that India would mind you boycotting this World Cup, then you should know this is not 1947, this is 2026. India doesn't give a damn about Pakistan. India doesn't care about the Pakistanis.
Major Nadeem, I'll give you an opportunity to respond, but if I may just add, now when India decided to eventually participate in the Asia Cup and play the 3 games against Pakistan, despite a lot of domestic opposition, The information that we received was that India took on Pakistan in the international tournament because India has ambitions to host international tournaments itself. This includes the Commonwealth Games in 2030, and we're also placing a bid for the Olympic Games to be held in India in 2036. And therefore, we cannot be playing the boycott card. That was the explanation that was coming in. Now, Pakistan also needs to behave responsibly, because if it has aspirations of hosting major international cricket or non-cricketing tournaments in the future, it cannot be playing the boycott game and jeopardizing its own prospects of hosting these international tournaments for the rise of its own stature, some would say. Don't you think the Pakistanis should act a bit more prudently instead of acting on impulse and take a reasoned call? Because right now they've not even officially communicated their decision to the International Cricket Council. All the government of Pakistan has done is to put out a tweet on the social media. Don't you think there should be a more responsible behavior on the part of Pakistan on this, Major Nadeem?
Sir, after you expel Mustafizur Rahman and you pressurize Shah Rukh Khan, you can see your newspaper, you can see your claps, right? The way you people treated Mustafizur Rahman, it was now become a security concern for him. And now that is the plea Bangladesh took, and Bangladesh said, please schedule our matches on some neutral venue. Why can't, if ICC can do this arrangement for Pakistan, for India, why can't they did? They immediately expelled because you bribed the ICC. The Ajay Shah San or Amit Shah San, Ajay Shah is heading the ICC.
Mr. Nadeem, I don't think Pakistan should be lecturing India about the safety or the lack of safety of players. We all remember what happened to the Sri Lankan players on Pakistani soil. They took the bullet. They were actually shot at by a bunch of terrorists, and your security forces completely failed to protect them, as a result of which you suffered internationally because no team was willing to visit your country. So please don't lecture us about whether or not we have the wherewithal to provide security to Bangladeshi players. And let me also call out the hypocrisy of Bangladesh here, because they had no issues sending their shooting team to India. A thorough due diligence was done, and the ICC was confident that the Bangladeshis have absolutely no risk as far as their security is concerned. Last word to Nikhil Chandwani. Nikhil, the Pakistanis should not be lecturing India about security given their own horrible track record.
Absolutely, sir. And cricket doesn't need Pakistan. Pakistan needed cricket to keep their awam distracted from their destroyed economy and whatever is happening in Balochistan. And the Pakistanis are lucky that the cigarettes are getting expensive in India after yesterday's budget, because the Balochis, on the other hand, they are smoking you alive. They are smoking you all day free of cost. So if Major Nadeem, you want to talk about politics, you want to bring in politics in cricket, then be it. Let's do it one-on-one. And if you think that cricket will be affected because Pakistan is boycotting this World Cup, then you are very wrong.
Very wrong indeed. There are serious consequences to pay. No doubt about that, Nikhil. And they've been warned to that effect by the International Cricket Council. We'll wait and see as to whether or not there's any reconsideration on the part of Pakistan, because if there isn't, there'll be a lot to pay indeed. Major Nadeem, as well as Nikhil Chandwani, thank you for your perspective on this evolving debate. Many thanks.